How's it hanging, guys? Hope you're all having a wonderful day. And we're back in Final Fantasy XIII. And we're in a place that was full of corridors everywhere we went. Corridor after corridor after corridor. It is known as the 5th arc, I think the chapter originally said. And basically, one of the Fal'Cie is technically improving our fighting skills, and because he wants to transform one of us into something called Ragnarok to destroy everything. Apparently that's our focus. Do you believe the bad guy? Who knows? But anyway, let's crack on with it. We carry on down this corridor. Oh. You know what, guys? I think we're at the end. Because that looks like a person. So we might have to change the title of this on replay. So the title doesn't mention about corridors. You know why, if you're watching on replay.
Raines is a Sanctum officer. He's been helping us out.
Why are you here? Raines! You traitor!
Okay.
I put you on the path. That was my focus.
You're a
This is a C.
Since long before we met.
See, we knew we should.
I did my
See,
best to
I've said it
assist
before and I'll say it again, guys.
by the Sanctum Fal'Cie.
Decent fashion sense, cool hair.
Understand?
Should have known he was the bad guy.
The Fal'Cie have the luck that saved you time and again was a deliberate machination. Why, you may ask? The Primarch, or should I say, Bartandalus, is crafting you into the instruments of Cocoon's demise.
We've been played for fools.
There, tell him no dice.
A Cocoon Fal'Cie? Why? Why? To restore the Maker.
The Maker?
The entity responsible for creating both humans and Fal'Cie.
Okay, flashback time? Okay.
Long ago, the Maker departed this world, leaving the two races behind. In a sense, human and Fal'Cie are brothers, orphaned by the same parent.
Okay. Hi, Gavin. Hope you're having a good day. What's that? It's way too hot. It's slowly starting to cool down where I am. Before I started my stream, look at the temperature, it was like 21 degrees out. It's overcast though, so it's not, it's hot, but not sunny. Under the lights, it's round about 30 degrees now. We do have our fans on, so if people can hear that, I apologize. Hopefully you won't. Try to set everything up so it doesn't come through. Hopefully we won't have any electronic issues as well. Also, hope everyone appreciates the sweat sheen on my forehead.
The lives of this world's entire populace in bloody tribute.
Nice cat.
That's crazy talk. I don't get it. Why do they need us? Couldn't the Fal'Cie end Cocoon with just a thought?
Their existence is bound to the creation and maintenance of this floating shell. It is their very nature that holds them in check.
You mean Cocoon Fal'Cie can't destroy Cocoon? They needed tools.
If we can stop this by doing nothing, we'll do nothing.
Yeah.
Noble. I expected as much.
Lied to us. What happened to your dream of rebuilding Cocoon for the people? Was it all a lie?
A shadow of a dream. From when I was human. It was change I craved. And once I'd built the influence to make things happen, there was change. I gained all the power I could hope for, but was a puppet with no will to wield it. It wasn't the Fal'Cie who changed. It was me.
You were made a l'Cie?
A l'Cie, tied to an inescapable focus, a slave of destiny. I'd lost hope. I'd all but given up on dreams of freedom.
What are you saying?
I'm here of my own accord, not by FalC order. Seeing you fight brought it all back. Brought back that future I once strove for. I, too, will challenge my fate.
Excellent. So he's going to join us. Okay, I think him challenging his fate is not him joining us.
If I can defeat you here, the FalC plan will fail.
Oh man.
I will use all my
To be fair,
remaining power.
He's right. If he beats us,
I will set you free.
give him a scan. Give him a scan. Nice. Okie dokie.
Follow my lead.
Okay. I don't know whether or not to get Hope to put the magic on everyone. Okay, he just used physical attack, so I don't think, like, when he ran in. So it looks like all he does is slap. So we can cope with slap with just protect on. And then switch like this. So Hope then cures whoever he's been, like, hitting. Come on, Hope. Dude, he's queuing. Can't do that. That's our thing. In this, like, form thing that he's in there, so he gets a better angle. Like that. He sort of has a Seymour vibe to him, doesn't he? Okay, that sounds like that's going to be hard. I'm going to go Sonic Ray, so... Oh, wait, no. We staggered him, so it's fine. Yeah, that's what you do. Just keep him in the air, guys. It did sound like he was going to do something bad, something Ray, you know? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can... Fang will just keep launching him. Oh, he doesn't launch if he's guarded. Clever. Drawing a lot of potions. I know it's a pain because we're using items there. But you know. I think he's still down, you know. Hope. He's quite hard. I mean, he almost got us. But we managed to get us... if I say we got a slow on him, that might have helped. But he just removed us straight away. Wrong one. Dude. Dude.
Just like that.
Yeah. What you did was when he was in guard, you used to whack the debuffs and buffs on. During that section, okay. I'm tempted. And a Ravager. Oh, we've already got that up the top. This one to be... Yeah, maybe try that. Hi, Gabrielle Ecodia. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, we'll try this one out.
Rains?
What?
Oh, easy, guys. It's all right. Rains is a
I
sanctum.
mean, we got him below halfway.
Been helping us out.
It was that debuff lot that he did on us that cost us. So my hope with this
Reigns. You
is the
traitor!
whatchamacallit, Final's debuff, which is de-shell, poison, de-protect, and all that,
Put you on the path.
lowers down his
was
stuff
my
an
focus.
awful lot. That's my hope.
You're a Lassie?
Since long before we met. I did my best to assist you, as bid by the Sanctum Fal'Cie. Now do you understand? The Fal'Cie have watched
Hi,
over
Zanik
you,
and Okami. Hope you're having a good day.
guided your every step. The luck that saved you time and again was a deliberate machination.
You just missed us
Why,
getting
you
beat by
ask?
Veins.
The Primarch, or should I say, Bartandalus, is crafting you
So we're trying
into
a
the
different
instruments of
team
Cocoon's
out.
demise.
We've been played for fools.
A Cocoon Fal'Cie?
But overall, we didn't do bad.
Why? To restore the Maker.
The Maker?
But I
The
don't
entity
think
responsible for
thingies
creating
like
both
Fang's
humans
debuffs
and
are as
Fal'Cie.
powerful or as potent as Final's.
Long ago, the Maker departed this world, leaving the two races behind. In a sense, human and Fal'Cie are brothers, orphaned by the same parent. As for the humans, they forgot the order imposed by the Maker. They began to war amongst themselves for the first time.
I'm expecting then the boss type things are ramping up in difficulty now. Because the last one we did on that airship was hard, but it was doable. But this one
lies at the heart of all their
feels like you have to
actions.
be on the ball. You know what I mean? Was that Gavin? Good plan.
Calling back
Took
the
you 2
Maker
goes. You got him second
requires
time round
sacrifice.
with a team I'm now using.
Yeah,
Okay,
we've heard.
cool. Hopefully that means we've got it.
Destruction of
The lives of this
If
world's
not, right,
entire populace.
these are just practice rounds, guys. Our first proper attempt. You'll know when it's our first proper attempt. This is just a showcasing the like his moveset and all that. Okay, guys.
Couldn't the Fal'Cie and
So we
Cocoon
haven't
just
actually
a
had an
thought?
attempt yet.
Their existence is bound to the creation and maintenance of this floating shell. It is their very nature that holds them in check.
You mean Cocoon Fal'Cie can't destroy Cocoon? They needed tools.
If we can stop this by doing nothing, we'll do nothing.
Noble, I expected as much.
You lied to us. What happened to your dream of rebuilding Cocoon for the people? Was it all a lie?
A shadow of a dream. From when I was human. It was change I craved. And once I'd built the influence to make things happen, there was change. I gained all the power I could hope for, but was a puppet with no will to wield it. It wasn't the Fal'Cie who changed. It was me.
You were made a Lassie?
A Lassie. Tied
Yeah, I think
to
this time
single
round
focus.
We'll be a
slave
bit more
destiny.
cautious with our life and stuff like that.
Lost hope. I'd all but given up on dreams of freedom.
What are you saying?
So try to keep everyone topped up.
I'm here of my own accord, not by Fal'Cie order. Seeing you fight brought it all back. Brought back that future I once strove for.
You know, try to do what you mentioned, Gavin. The buff and debuff during his guard phase.
What?
Easy, guys.
If I can defeat you here, the Fal'Cie plan will fail.
Reigns!
I will use all my remaining power. I will set you free!
Reigns. Let's go!
Nope. How bad I thought I was already...
Follow
He also starts to buff himself up halfway. It's good to get her to spell. If you can. Oh, yeah. Hope needs to be quicker at casting, you know. I need to scan. Not quite. Okie dokie. Dude, stop hitting her in the air. He needs to hit you.
Thanks. Thank you. Let's go!
My will is my own. My will is my strength.
Take down the enemy.
I will not die without being slain.
Let's go!
Better. She has way better debuffs. She does.
My will is my strength.
Thanks. Take down the enemy. Thank you.
There you go. Now we should launch him. We did have them fully scanned, didn't we? Yes, nice. Nice, that worked well. So I do think that's the plan that we have when we go into these. We go in with our main team. If we die, we then selectively change who we think is better to bring in, you know? Like there, for debuffs, Neil's the boss, you know? That was first time, guys. Because obviously that other time doesn't count. Hopefully we'll remember to edit out for the replay.
Isn't it? The only
Was that Gavin?
thing I wanted
Better team with her debuffs, 100%.
triumph. How it ends isn't important. Just do what you know is right. Trust yourselves.
But I like the damage that Neil does as a commander. Especially with lightning thingy. Hey, he's turned to crystal, so he's not dead. Well, he was dying and turned to crystal.
What? Did he complete his focus?
Yeah.
I don't think so. All Reigns did was try to save Cocoon in his own way. His own way. Hey!
Where are you?
Snow!
Hey, don't leave. We've only just got everyone together again.
I think Reigns was searching for a way to make us understand. To understand the frustration of being a Lassie. A Lassie bound to a focus. And maybe what it meant to be human.
Okay, first things first. Wrong button. Oh no, he might have ran away, but he's still there. That's okay. Now question, do I bring Bang back in? You know what, we'll leave this team out for now. We'll do their crystals. Hi dear Modin, hope you're having a good day. For that, we're getting the band back together. We're on a mission. Exactly. We need to save the orphanage. Great movie, The Blues Brothers. Aha. Got an extra accessory in here. Well, with HP being 100 on that node, kind of makes you think, things are getting a bit harder. It's 160 miles to Eden. Got half a bag of cigs, a full tank of gas. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Yep. I might watch that at the weekend, Blues Brothers. I've got it on DVD. Dude, we had 200,000 going into this. Dude, 200,000 didn't even fill the whole place. Dude. Was that you need to watch it again? That's a great movie. Everyone needs to watch it. Everyone, go and watch the Blues Brothers. The sequel was just weird. Yeah, I agree with you there. See, that has an accessory, so I want to get to the accessory. But this has the debuffs. So what are the debuffs like, you know? Like poison ga. And imperial ga. And fog and pain. Yeah, that has an accessory as well. Oh, it was medic anyway. How close is the accessory? Dude, it's all the way down there. Okay, I think we focus. Your message doesn't make any sense, Gabrielle. Okay. I think we focus on specific roles for now. Hopefully we'll find somewhere where we can go and try to get more crystal points. I did not expect like just in one area to lose 200,000. But I feel like we must be at a part where all this is needed. And I don't mind having everyone solely focused. So they like have a specific role. Does that make sense, guys? No, she's done all that. Nice. Was that? There's a spawn loop in the dungeon soonish. Plus some side quests. Okay. I said before I was going to have 2 concentrate ravagers. That'll be him, with him and lightning. Fang was our commando. Snow was our tank. And our synergist is going to be Saj. Which will mean if we need the buffs, more than likely Saj is going to end up on our party, guys. So we'll probably have like an out of hard combat group, which will be Lightning, Hope, and Fang. And then an in combat group, which will be whatever's needed. If it needs a tank, Snow. If it needs debuffing, Vanille. If it needs buffing, Saj. I think that's the best way we can do it for now until we can get enough points to max everything out. Also take quite a while to get around all these crystal stuff. But you know, you have to take time to do all this. Otherwise you'll end up like walking down and then there'll be a battle and then it'll be like, you died because you didn't level up. You're like, oh, dang it. That deal, Modern? They're better in their first 3 rows than the other ones, and you think the stats increase is worse. But it's been a while, but at least it's not the sequel. Oh, so the sequel needs a guide for the best stats. Well, the best stats ain't really what you need. It's for any game you play, you need stats just to do the bare minimum to complete the game. Okay, he was a synergist. Come on, go up. There you go. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind this type of leveling system. But the hold button to make it move along is annoying. Should just be, you go to the next node you want, you click, and then it should move to it. And Snow Sentinel. For that deal, Modern, if you're doing the PS3 version, you at least get some options that aren't in the PC release. They tweak some things so you can't get them without certain story progression. Oh. But it is the PS3, so I'm surprised that like normally if they change stuff for the PC, normally that's like better quality of life and better stuff. So I'm surprised if the PS3 is better. Now bring back the sphere grids. Yeah, where you can just move across and go bang, you know. Don't get me wrong though, I think it's great how many different ways, like different almost unique ways they have of leveling up systems in the Final Fantasy games. Because every Final Fantasy game, their leveling up system slightly different, isn't it? Was that Gavin? All that crystal points gone. You had so much. Totally. Yeah, you're 100% right. I can't believe it's all gone. Nice. What was that deal, Modern? Without spoiling, there's some DLC story content added later that you can access at any point. But the PC version, they locked it. and about all you can say until you get there. But if it's DLC, I won't be able to get it on the PS3 because the PlayStation's removed any stores. So the PlayStation Store for PS3, unless you already have the DLC, which obviously we don't, unless you already had the DLC or it's already in the base game, you can't buy it. Because PlayStation's removed all that. So sadly, guys, if there's any DLC in any of the Final Fantasy XIII's, we won't be able to play them. I think it was only last year that they removed access to them. Like the PlayStation 3 stuff in the store. Nope. Balls have dropped. There you go. Take them out. Just dawned on me that does not sound right, does it? Well, that sucks. Since you miss out on some story content without it. No N7 armor in the fun Colosseum fight. Yeah, but basically there's nothing you can do about that. It's a thing that, like after a while, Sony will start doing it with the PlayStation 4 stuff, where if you don't already have the purchase or the DLC, you won't be able to get them then. Lightning Returns DLC is just costumes, but 13.2 stuff is actually story content. Then all for 13.2 is we'll just be playing through the game until it's finished, and anything we miss because of that, there's nothing we can do. Was that Gavin? No, that didn't sound right. I know. It's weird. You say stuff. As a streamer, you say stuff, and then afterwards you go, oops. Anything along here? Should really just went map. I think that's just a long way down. Okay. Oh, was there a Gilgamesh fight in this? That was DLC. Oh, that's a shame. That's the thing. It is what it is unless they release the games, like re-release them, you know. It's why I'm never a fan of digital purchases. I always believe when you get a game, everything should be included. I'm not a fan of DLCs, to be fair. I believe a game should be once done complete. Ah, you don't like this one, Arthur Morgan? Well, I'm enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. At the minute, even though I'm enjoying it, it's not like I still prefer at the minute going up to here. I still prefer, like, I like Final Fantasy XII, the last one we just played, the original Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VI. Like I said, I don't think it's bad. But I don't think any of these Final Fantasy games are bad. I hope you're having a good day, Arthur Morgan. Okay. Was that DL Modin? On 13.2 DLC, there's a Gilgamesh fight. But you need to mod it to make it actually playable and bring back exclusive costumes, Final Fantasy characters. Alright. Was that Arthur Morgan? It was too linear for you. Characters seem a little bland overall story media. I can see your point. The thing with the linear thing though, because obviously I've heard someone else say that before about this game being linear. Final Fantasy X's linear as well. If you actually think of Final Fantasy X, you're following just a straight path on the pilgrimage up until you get to the Zanakin bit. Then only after you do Zanakin do you gain access to the airship. And then from the airship, yeah, you can go to certain areas, but you're not really doing much on that. So that's really a linear one as well. So a lot of them are technically like that is linear. But I do get your point. Is that... Yeah, you're having a good day? Nice. Hope I'm having the same. Well, it's extremely hot. So outside, so obviously I'm in the UK where it may be overcast, but it's hot. It was like 21 degrees outside. But sitting in here doing the stream, I've got obviously these lights around and all that type of stuff. Obviously, you can probably see the sweat coming on my head. And it raises the temperature in here by about 10-15 degrees Celsius. So it becomes really, really hot really quick in here. So overall, I'm okay. But you know, I'm under me shirt. I am sweating buckets. How's it, Gavin? You completely agree. Final Fantasy X is also like that. There's no bad Final Fantasy game in Europe. So far, there's none in my opinion. Like, there's certain parts, so you take each game and you play that and you go, okay, I like this bit, I like this bit. Certain parts, like, everyone knows, to me, one of the ones... So at the minute, I'll even mention to you, Arthur, the Final Fantasy one that I would rate as one of the worst ones that I've played so far up to now is Final Fantasy X-2. And I just didn't like the structure of it. With the percentage chasing and all that. I just didn't like that structure. But there was a lot of it I liked. Was that deal, Modin? The difference is the feeling. Lots of Final Fantasy games are linear. But being able to explore towns and backtrack makes you feel, oh yeah, that's a good point, yeah. So even in Final Fantasy X you could backtrack, yeah. While most of Final Fantasy XIII is just one long corridor, no exploration. Plus there's always objective markers on the map. Yeah, I get that. What's it, Arthur? Funny thing is, 10 is one of your favourites. You think the way they did it, the game was better. You like how 10 feels like one world and 13 feels like a mission. Yeah, I think that's similar to like what DL Modin's just saying with how 13 feels like a corridor. What was that? 10-2 really let you down too. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the stuff. Now, if you haven't seen our 10-2 playthrough, like, we're working through every Final Fantasy. And obviously, we've now found out there's DLC for 13s that we won't be able to get because obviously PlayStation removed being able to buy them in the store. I'll double check just to make sure, but I'm positive they removed all DLC stuff. Well, all purchases being available in the store. But yeah, when I finished Final Fantasy X-2, I enjoyed the game. Don't get me wrong, the story was really good. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the mechanics of the dress spheres. I even enjoyed, like, what was the name of that place in Bevel? That underground thingy. I enjoyed there. I enjoyed how the combat was and all that. It was just the layout. The layout of the game, I wasn't a fan of. Dear Modin, we were doing it with 10-2 guides and we still missed 100%. Like one convo with Riku, we missed at the end of the game. Yeah, I remember. You were leading me all the way through DL Modin and it was just that 1% at the end. That was it. Via Inventino. Yes. He's all scanned. Yes, nice. But yeah, I like that place. even though it was just a dungeon, basically like a dungeon crawl, running through corridor things. Yeah, you're right there, Gavin. 100 floors of doom, 100%. Yeah, I really enjoyed that place. Especially, I think I enjoyed not traveling in that place or the length of it, but I enjoyed the bosses on every, was it 20th floor? I enjoyed them. But then I really enjoyed 12. Like the last one we played just before this one, if you haven't checked that out, Arthur. 12 I really enjoyed, and I thoroughly enjoyed the hunts. Now, for those that haven't played it, 12 had all these optional hunts that you get from the board or from Mont Blanc, who was a little Moogle. And those hunts were like challenging, fun. Like, that's something that I really, really like. Was Arthur, yeah, 10-2 let you down. Shows the way you went about the game. It felt chaotic and all over the place. Also just liked how Yuna changed as a person. Yeah. You love 12 as well. You played that when it came out. Cool. I'd arguably say, if nostalgia hasn't put... Because nostalgia keeps Final Fantasy VII top for me, guys. Everyone knows that, right? But if it wasn't for the nostalgia reasons why Final Fantasy VII's top for me... Let's make sure there's nothing else here. Final Fantasy XII would probably be number 1. They got the guy at the back. That PS2 days. What's that deal, Modin? Yeah, you like ones you can explore the game, won't tell you everything, find something new every time, still finding stuff missing in 9. Yeah. What's that, Gavin? Agreed. 8 for you, with 12 in your top 3. But yeah, I think that's the thing. I think that's what I like in games as well. I like... Don't get me wrong, I can appreciate a game that's done well if it's trying new things. Like what the Final Fantasy games always tries new things. So I can appreciate that. But I like trying stuff, seeing what happens, going to different places and going, what happens if I go do this? You know? Oh, you're heading off, Arthur? Not a problem, my friend. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Yeah, but overall, I will say, for this one so far, heading up, I'm enjoying the paradigm system. I'm liking that. It's like an improvement of the dress spheres. The part I'm hoping to get to more is coming across something where I don't just need to do auto attack, where I have to start thinking about what abilities I'm making everyone do. Because at the minute, the thing that we do when we go in is we lead Brew up, so we get all the information on the creatures, and then we auto attack and just have everyone just do everything and switch between the paradigms. So I don't mind that, but I would prefer it if it got to a part where I'm then thinking about, okay, don't auto attack, I need to make sure this move's getting done, or this move, you know? And I'm quite liking the story. Like the layout of the story and how it's going in. I'm hoping there's at least one part, like, you know, because of Final Fantasy X2, I'm not an over fan of, like, area chapter type systems. And obviously this has a chapter type system. So I'm hoping one of them is quite long. But I didn't mind the chapter system in the Final Fantasy VII remakes. Because even the areas of them felt okay to go and explore around in and stuff like that. So chapter systems can be okay. But I do get what you mean by it does feel like it's just like either like one long mission, one long corridor. But that press cross to win is very much another Final Fantasy XIII meme. It's not 100% true, but I just feel like it. I think it's because... That's probably because of the layout of it. You're getting a lot of, like, creatures one after the other in these areas. And they're just trash mobs. Really. Saying that, I didn't even get a star rating in that one. But I am enjoying it. If people are wondering, you can enjoy games. So a lot of people don't get this. You can thoroughly enjoy games and rate games quite well and quite highly, but still pick faults in games and how you would hope something was a little bit better one way or another way and stuff like that. Because people always think when you do a little criticism of something that you're attacking their favorite game, you go, no, I'm not attacking. I think the game's great. I'm just saying if it had these little bits, it would be even better. Was that 8 needs better tutorials and less drawing? My main issue with 8, I didn't even mind the drawing. My issue with 8, and I've said it, I understand it's your favorite, Gavin, but my issue with it is how magic and GFs, the Guardian Forces, basically become non-needed. Because once you have them junctioned on, like once you put a spell and junction it, you're never going to cast, like Ultima. You'll never cast Ultima in Final Fantasy VIII. You have that one person now in the comments or chat going, I cast it. But you wouldn't do it because it is like the best junctioned in slot thing, so you would never want to waste it. Oh, dear Modern, at least you skipped those tutorials. Oh, hi, besties. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, but like I said, I don't think there's any, there's no Final Fantasy games I've played up to this point that I would rate lower than a 7. But then, I will say, folks, I have bias because I enjoy this type of game, you know? Oh, I thought they were attacking the behemoth. Okay, they're not. Was that Gavin? Yeah, it's your favourite, but you completely agree with you. Even you can find things you don't like about your favourite. Exactly. I think that's the thing. It's where people, like, when they... When they hear you say something negative about a game that they really, really love, they literally think you're just attacking it, and they go at you and you go, no, I think the game's great as well. It's dawned on me I don't have a Commander Ravager. I was like, yeah, 8 summons are useful, but magic is better on your stats than being used. Also, leveling up wasn't great in 8. You got Diablo encounter none. Yeah, the encounter none in Diablo and then didn't get it in a single non-boss fight. Want to get stronger? Go play cards. The story's good. The music's great. Combat and powering up, not so much. Exactly. But the thing is, you have to also, and I say this a lot, you have to also appreciate at least they always try something new and different. And then if it doesn't work, they don't keep it on for the next one. You know what I mean? That's the way I've seemed to found going up so far, up to the here. Like where in number 2, Final Fantasy 2, they tried the leveling up system similar to Grandia, where you have to use the stuff in order to increase it, which is the same as Grandia. Skyrim has the exact same leveling up system. And a lot of people hate Final Fantasy 2 because of that. But because I'm used to old school, like really old school RPGs, I'm used to that system. Does that make sense? So that system didn't bother me. Because I think if they do a remake of number 8, they just need to finesse the junction system somehow. Nice. That was a harder battle. Well, look at our score. Guys, I honestly think that's the best score we're ever going to get. I think what we need to do is this one, change that to be a Ravager. That goes to a single room, so we're going to check that first. No, it's a trap. No, it's one of those things. What's that? Plus the Eden fight in 14 is great fun, particularly when it hits you if it's 8 summon attack, and have a remix force your way playing through the whole time. Does sound like that would be fun. What's hitting everyone? Oh, there's a sword out. That ain't fun. Vanille heal everyone up. Yep. Same, it was the first fight of the expansion 8-man raid. Oh, so Eden was the first fight in the expansion. Hi, was next. Hope you're having a good day. What's that? How's it going today? Not bad. It's extremely hot. So I think by the end of this stream, I'll probably end up being 20 stone lighter. I'll just be nothing left.
Thanks.
Nice. Okay. There's better be something really powerful and decent. There. Okay. Okay, guys, that let me down. I thought it was going to be something really powerful. Good cheeky little save. Well, it teased us with a bit with a build up to it. Instead of fighting other stuff leading up to Eden, it's just okay. You fight Eden now. And the rest is just cooler refights with other summons. Till you get to the last 4. I think we want that. I think that there is the one that keeps putting everyone to sleep. See, now Finio's asleep, see? I'm sure it's that. Yeah, these ones here hit hard, you know. That's why we're right up the top. There's 12 8-person raids per expansion and 3 24-man. Spread out over 2 years. Good ones, some bad ones. Like the 12 Neo raids. I'm assuming the 12 ones. I would hope you get to fight Yasmat. You do get to fight Yasmat. Nice. How to fight in a boss that makes you do math. Oh, no one wants to do that. I will say a reminder for people that after this stream, we tend to take a couple of minutes breaks, then we will be coming back with some more Outer Worlds. If you're interested in that game, we've got that, as well as a members first stream, which happens after the Outer Worlds, where we go into a replay series where we replay a game that we played ages ago, and after we finish that series, that will then, some members get to come along to that series, and then after that series finishes, it then gets released one after the other, one episode after the other, for everyone else to watch afterwards. So if people are interested in coming along and watching our members first streams, there's a link in the description below. I think I was smart enough on YouTube to put a link in the description below. Sometimes I do stuff. Hey, nice save. And carry on. But that, it was hard to work out how to do it. It drops the max HP down to between like 1 and 10. And you got to stand on glowing platforms to change HP to the numbers. And does everyone in the raid have to do that, or is it just like 1 or 2 people? So is it something that only affects a little bit of people in that raid, or does it hit everyone at once and everyone has to do maths? So you've had it if someone just can't do maths and that person's just always going to wipe. Well, that wasn't it. Do you have a favorite party combination, or are you still feeling them out? Going into today, I enjoyed Fang, Hope, and Lightning. I think I prefer them against the regular trash, but I can't be bothered to change the paradigm, set them up, changing it back. But I do like bringing, like, so when we fought Rain, and that team failed, it was then like, okay, what else could we do to change it? We're like, okay, we can debuff Rain better than what Fang does by bringing out Fanil. So that's how it felt like we were doing. So I think my overall favorite team I like having out is Fang, Lightning, and Hope at the minute. Obviously, we're feeling out Fanil because she helped us in the Sid fight. And her debuffing, when we need a debuff, her debuffing's better. And okay, I believe we are back. Okay, what we'll probably do, guys, we'll finish this battle that we're on, run back, save it, and then we'll probably skip the Outer World stream after this one, let everything cool down, and then come back with the member stream probably about 7:30. So anyone who's coming for the member stream, remember 7:30, we'll be back live for that. But yeah, I think it's best we go. The save point I think is just out here. We save. I think everyone, what if you'll see as I'm about to log off and it gets closer to me head down here. I didn't even think the screens on my OBS is taking a while to go to the right size there. Oh. But yeah, for those wondering, it is hot outside. It is really hot here under the lights. And if I do that, I get close. Not sure if you guys can see. Look at the sweat. Look at that. Oh. What's the deal mode in? 28 degrees where you are. But outside at the minute where I am, it is 21 degrees. But in here, because obviously we've got lights set up and all that around, it amplifies the heat. So I did a test the other week, do you know, when it was 29 degrees outside and we got as high as 41 inside where we were recording, which was when we had those multiple crashes. But I even have the fans set up today. Oh. But I think, so obviously tomorrow we'll return with the Outer Worlds. There's not going to be an Outer Worlds tonight. We'll still do our member stream today and tomorrow. I think Saturday's supposed to be even hotter, so I'll just cancel any streams on Saturday. Final Fantasy XIII will return on Monday. So anyone's interested in Final Fantasy XIII and watches carry on via either over there on vertical chat and vertical view or over on horizontal, because obviously we do have both versions if you prefer one or the other, and we've had chatters on both of them tonight. So yeah, we will be returning on Monday with that, where apparently it's supposed to be cooler on Monday, but I still have everything set up. So I apologize that we've had to, well, we've only stopping 10 minutes early, so I apologize for that though, guys. But I say thanks for coming along and keeping me company today in the chat. Gavin, Diomodin, Owoznik, Zanakin Okami, and over on vertical, the besties, Arthur Morgan and Gabrielle Egodora. If there was anyone else, sadly because everything crashed, it only shows a little bit of the stuff, so sadly I don't know it. So if I've missed you out, sorry about that. But also thanks everyone who hasn't participated in chat, who just came to vibe out. Thank you as well. Because the content we create on this channel is only made possible thanks to you watching along at home. So it's very much appreciated. So thank you for your time. Well, I'm going to go take a really cold shower because I am sweating. Goodbye everybody, and stay safe.